Hi, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Kassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the Ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. Today, we're going to be doing the daily reading for Saturday, May 22nd, 2021. And today is a day that's ruled by the heart chakra and guided by abundance. And it is a heart chakra day, a Saturday. And so that rainbow light meditation can be really useful today, bringing the rainbow light down through the crown, down through the chakra system, exuding it out all the different layers of the aura and connecting with that universal heart energy. And I do mention sometimes on 13moon.com, where I got my galactic calendar, they do global heart rainbow light meditations every Saturday. So feel free to check them out and to join that if you want to participate in that. We are in the final day of my original calculations of the Pleiadian portal. And we did get kind of confirmation from the Pleiadians, it felt like the other day, when we pulled the card 17 and the card 22, when I was talking about the confusion around the dates. So I do feel like that's kind of the official close of the Pleiadian portal today. And we are moving into the 23rd tomorrow, which is a 5-day. 2 + 3 = 5. And so this is being felt by some, and it did resonate with me as like a secondary opening or access point to that 555 portal energy. So it does make sense that we're sort of working with this Pleiadian portal today and then moving into another version or access point or wormhole or whatever you want to call it to that 555 portal with that 2-3 energy tomorrow, and then moving and building toward the eclipse. But it's really, I mean, these energies are expansive and they are not really truly defined by Muggle time. So go with it, whatever feels right to you. Just remember and understand, as the Pleiadians have been telling us throughout this portal, we do not need a portal to connect with them. We can connect with them anytime. But today's a really good day if you want to kind of reach out and start establishing that connection. It's just a beautiful time to do that, especially with this beautiful heart chakra energy that we have going on today. So enough about that. I may actually not have time to do a video in my usual time tomorrow. I have a whole bunch of stuff going on tomorrow and a whole bunch of stuff getting ready to go on today. So I don't have time to pre-record that right now. But just know I'll try to get something in the evening or the afternoon, maybe just a quick read. But just know that 555 portal energy is opening back up again or becoming more accessible again. And so check out that 555 portal video if you didn't. We may be experiencing some more upgrades and some more activations and things like that. With that 555 portal to kind of support what we already received on the original 555 portal, as we have this sort of window or gateway or connector energy, however you want to call it, sort of opening up. So just be aware and really be in that energy, enjoying that. Tomorrow is a yellow self-existing sun energy. And so the yellow sun energy is all about enlightenment, it's all about presence, it's all about being. And that's really weird. My whatever you call this finger here, is that my pointer finger started tingling when I started talking about that. So there's definitely the potential, and it's a day that's ruled by the crown chakra. So definitely a lot of potential for that expansive energy. Just try to be really present tomorrow, really meditate, just be open to whatever wants to come through, because it definitely feels like there's the potential for more activations going on tomorrow. But for today, we have the blue electric storm energy. And we are familiar with this blue storm energy. If you are not familiar, check out the blue lunar storm video that I did. It's in the Portals and Gateways playlist. I have a whole bunch of different playlists with different types of videos organized in them. And that what was I just talking about? Portals and Gateways playlist. Oh, wow. Blue lunar storm. Sorry, guys. The blue lunar storm. This is the blue electric storm that we're experiencing today, but the blue storm tribe is always the same regardless of the tone that is present. And so whether it's lunar, whether it's electric, the tone shifts the feeling and the vibration of the energy to an extent, but that tribe energy always remains consistent. So if you want to understand more about the blue storm energy, check out that video. We are in a blue lunar storm year right now, although we are approaching the 26th of July when we will shift into our new galactic year. Speaking of which, I need to order my next galactic calendar. For anyone who wants to follow along and have their own, I ordered that from 13moon.com as well. But yeah, this blue storm energy, it's all about catalyzing, self-generation. It's about energy. It's about activation. So it's a really powerful energy to be experiencing on this final day of the Pleiadian portal, right? This is where our light body is being catalyzed. Our light body is being transformed. Blue storm energy, they are the transformers, right? They come in to initiate. They come in to awaken, to catalyze. When we really step into and own this energy, we become an enlightened, awakened thunder being. And so it's really about marshaling and commanding our own energy, becoming the eye of the storm, where we can then direct that energy outward instead of being tossed about by the energy, right? We learn how to master that energy. We learn how to be the change that we want to see in the world. It starts with us. And so that's really where, with the self-generating, right? We are creating our own energy. We are connected to universal source energy. We know how to channel that through us. We know how to use that, and we know how to extend that into our reality. So it's a really powerful energy that we're working with. And I am going to read for you out of the Astro Dream Advisor. And I may have read this a couple weeks ago, but I know that there's different people that tune in. You guys don't all watch every single video. So I am going to read it for those who haven't heard it before. Blue Storm is the initiation by fire, and that was the title of one of our videos recently, wasn't it? The lightning path, the arrival of the thunder beings who bring the final transformation. To the Maya, Blue Storm represents the storm, the thundercloud full of purifying rain, and the lightning that shatters any false structuring of reality. Blue Storm is the purification of the body temple and the ignition of the light body. And remember, this relates to our entire galactic year that started at July 26, 2020, and is going into July 26 of this year. So you can apply this to the entire year from mid-2020 until a couple months from now. Let's see. Blue Storm is the purification of the body temple and the ignition of the light body. In these last years of a 26,000 Mayan grand cycle, Blue Storm comes to help you in the disintegration process that moves you from separation to ascension. This initiation by fire breaks any false containers of self that cannot withstand the flame of transmutation. Only your true identity will live through these fires, for you will be reborn in the heart of all that is. Blue Storm provides the water that purifies and quenches your spiritual thirst. In this state of consciousness, you stand willing to surrender everything. You give up what you seem to be in order to become fully who you are, what you are. You step into the fires of the unknown and you are changed forever. Allow Blue Storm's storm to purify and cleanse you. Blue Storm catalyzes and prepares your nervous system and circuitry for complete transformation. It is the electromagnetic storm of transmutation, the clearing and quickening of your physical, mental, emotional, and etheric bodies. As you become aligned with the descending energies and evolving consciousness, your body's vibration is raised, becoming less dense. Your new alignment ignites the quickening process that transmutes the shadows of the past, including experiences, judgments, thought forms, and old patterns that have held you back. As you move into this new vibration, you may feel off balance. In this transformational shift, you will feel unusual quickenings on every level of your being. You will sense emotional and physical imbalances and restructuring. Your issues will be catalyzed and brought out for you to address. By being present with your old patterns, you have a unique opportunity to access the energy of Blue Storm, which is experienced as inner transformational storm, a natural part of the process of vibrational shift and quickening. Whether you are experiencing these changes consciously or unconsciously, the vibrational change is adjusting your energy pattern to accommodate the flow of the language of light. These new frequencies feed you on every level of your being. As your transformation progresses, you quickly become aware of the unconscious material you still need to process. No longer can you escape the effects of your belief systems. Fears and negative images can be felt very quickly. The transformation is experienced as if it were happening from the inside out. Things seem to cook inside you. Remember that you have chosen to take part in this rebirth both on a planetary and a personal level. The planetary dream, the miracle on Earth, is what you brought here. You are becoming the living model of the new reality. As an emissary of the great change, you are a transformer of the collective myth. Riding the crest of the wave, you are traveling both outward and inward on your home journey. for yourself and all those who will follow after you. A simple catalyst for this catapulting force is the integration of duality within. The personal integration of shadow is what will create the miracle. Personal shadow is simply that which is separated from the full light of consciousness. By integrating shadow, you are freed from delusions of right and wrong, good and evil. Shadow provides an opportunity for you to bring in all of your expanded essence. Consciousness is a structural metaphor that is calling for transformation. As your consciousness becomes crystallized, narrow, and complex, it invites the process of dissipation to unravel and break it free. As you travel the spiral vortex of light, expanding into ever-widening realms of truth, your crystallized energy breaks down and transcends form. This process can be very intense, but if you embrace it, you can be transformed into a freed adventurer, a divine actor who can play any part without becoming attached to it. So that is really powerful right there. This is the energy that we're working with today, and the tone that we are working with today is tone 3. Tone 3 is all about movement, change, flow, current, creativity, integration, and the sacred trinity. 3 is the ray of rhythm, the galactic heartbeat of natural flow. The universal river offers you movement, and all possibilities flow within its pulse. Open yourself to its current of change. The electric tone of 3 suggests there is something you desire to change or integrate into the natural flow of your life. Become the third point of light created from the integration of polarity. Feel the pulse of the sacred trinity within you, revealing a new creation. Allow it to integrate that which has been seemingly lost, separated, or obscured from your sight. If you have a tendency to be scattered in your creativity, make an extra effort to focus your energy. Align with your intention and express the truth. Now is the time for the great mystery to reveal itself through you. Know yourself as the capstone of light. Allow your creativity to express your spiritual journey. So this is really about sinking into that flow, sinking into that rhythm, integrating today. This is a deep energy of integration, right? As we are being activated, as things are coming to our attention and we're warming up to that full moon, which is a big purging and releasing energy. And so today we may really be feeling that. And so just allow that to come up, allow that to happen. This tone 3 is also about service, right? It's bonding, activation, and service. And so how can you be of service to somebody else in their awakening journey today? How can you allow your journey to take you where it's needing to take you so that you can be of service simply through the act of allowing yourself to shift? And how can you embrace the changes that are coming your way? And we do have, I told you guys we're probably going to do the weekly astrology instead of getting deep into the chart every day, just because it's honestly, it's easier for me that way. It's just so much information to go over. But I am going to let you guys know that we do have the moon opposing Chiron today. So that is a little bit of a point of tension. That's definitely helping with this energy of integration and this energy of bringing things to the surface, right? This energy of things being exposed, those wounds being exposed, the things being exposed, those shadow elements, those things that we are wanting and needing to heal today. We have a lot of air energy going on with the moon in the sign of Libra. We also have the sun, which just moved into Gemini yesterday. And I do believe that I wish to all my beautiful Geminis a happy birthday. Me being born on the 17th, I'm a gentle cusp baby. And so I have a little bit of that. Also a Venus in Gemini and my Chiron in Gemini, actually. So I got some Gemini flavor. I have so many friends with that beautiful Gemini flavor. I love you guys. I appreciate you. You are beautiful. And so it is your season. We also have Mercury and Venus in the sign of Gemini right now. So yeah, tons and tons of air energy that we are working with currently. And Saturn, of course, in Aquarius. So there's a lot of that communicative, a lot of that social energy, a lot of movement that we're feeling. So just allowing that, going with the flow of that. We have a beautiful, oh my God, I said I wasn't going to do this, but it's so hard not to. Oh, we have a grand trine going on between the moon, the north node, and Saturn, all in air signs. So that air energy even more impactful because of this grand trine. This is a grand air trine. And so this is really, when we're looking at this, is helping us. It's all of these energies we've been seeing with these bisextiles and these trines involving the moon, involving Saturn. This one's not involving Chiron this time. It's involving the North Node, which of course is about our life path, the energy we're moving into. So it's really helping to move us forward, helping us to understand, to bring that wisdom forward of everything that we've been learning about ourselves, about the world, about our emotional processes, about our understanding, our perception, our beliefs, right? This year is big about beliefs. And so, yeah, just a lot of busy energy that we're going to be feeling today. A lot of busy energy, that's just adding to this blue storm, which is already, especially with the electric tone, a very electrifying energy. So we may be feeling very charged. If you guys need to soothe yourselves a little bit, soothe yourselves a little bit. All right, like the nervous system might be a little frayed. So drink some tea, go out in nature, put your feet in the dirt, do whatever you need to do to like bring that energy down a little bit if you want. And we are with the moon in Libra, definitely relationship. We have a little bit of a focus on relationships. We're desiring harmony and balance today. So find that harmony and balance where you can. Find that harmony and balance in the eye of the storm, right? All right, we're going to start out with some Star Temple Oracle cards. Clear. What guidance do we have for today, May 22nd, 2/2? Oh, such powerful energy. I was feeling it as I got going talking about it. I could just really start feeling it coursing through me. I don't know if you guys could feel it or not. It's a lot. It's really potent. And we are being guided today, as every day, to really work with, as we're working with this purification energy coming up to the full moon too, right? To really be focusing on taking in, hydrating, drink as much water. You guys see me drinking water throughout these videos, and honestly, I typically drink, like sip on my water a lot more than I do. It's just because I talk so much, obviously. But hydration is so key. It is so important. And make sure you're drinking high quality water. I had to switch and get a filter. I got my water filter from Clearly Filtered. It's a reverse osmosis. It's all done in a little pitcher. It's really not that expensive. But the water, the taste in the water is so incredibly different. There's such a contrast to what I was drinking before, okay? It's so important. If you think about all the heavy metals, all the hormones and chemicals, all the fluoride, right? And all these different things, even when they say low amounts, if you're hydrating properly and you're drinking a decent amount of water, that's still more of that stuff than you want in your body. Any of that is more than you want in your body, except for some of those, of course, essential minerals and the metals that our body does need. But all that excess stuff we don't need. So drinking good, high quality water, really working with our diets, just trying to eat as clean and as well as we can, and setting that intention. Whenever you eat something, set the intention to bless your food. Just take a moment, imagine light channeling through you into your food, and set that intention that everything that you put into your body is for your best and highest good. It's really important right now that we try to do these things to support our bodies in these processes that they are going through. All right, we have card number 44 coming out. I surrender to the boundless creative flow of the ocean. So that energy of flow, right? And that came up with the electric tone. Sorry, I'm going to turn the volume off on my phone. I usually do that, but I forgot to do that this time. There we go. Yeah, card number 44. So this is that energy. This is that beautiful divine feminine energy, right? How divine and feminine. I think yes, goddess is part of the name of this card. So surrendering into that beautiful, beautiful divine feminine energy. Really opening ourselves up to being in that state of flow. When there's so much going on, right? Blue storm is a catalyzing energy. It's an energy of shifts, of changes. And we are moving into eclipse season, right? And coming out of that 555 portal, which is all about changes. So there is so much change going on. Even if you don't see it yet in your physical reality, you can feel it within, right? And so we want to be open and flowing with that as much as possible. When things start changing rapidly, or we feel change coming on, we can automatically move into a state of resistance. And that's when we really begin having trouble, right? That resistance is what is painful. And it creates this push-pull dynamic. It creates this stuckness to the energy. And we don't want that. So we want to just flow like the ocean. Today's a great day. Go to the ocean if you can. Ask the ocean to share with you her secrets. I feel like, or any water, but especially the ocean. I'm feeling the ocean is calling people today. The ocean is calling people. The ocean wants to cleanse you, wants to purify you. If you're somewhere where you can swim in the ocean, absolutely go and do that. That's a great day for that. I would not recommend that if you live on the East Coast. They're actually putting out weather advisories right now, reminding people not to go in the water just because it feels warm outside, because the water is still cold. But we do have those kamikazes who like to go out there even in the middle of the winter and hop in. So if that's what you do, then absolutely, then that can apply to you too. But anywhere where it is safe to be in the water right now, go and enjoy that ocean water, or at least sit by the ocean. Dip your hands in there, dip your feet in there. Really kind of bless yourself with the salt water. It's salt water is so purifying. Salt baths. If you can't get out to the ocean, go take a salt bath. Salt baths are so cleansing, and they're reminding me, they're like, Kassia, why don't you go take a salt bath? Because I really suck at taking those. It's just, one day when I'm not going to make excuses. I need to take a salt bath too. All right. What else do we have here? The medicine woman, heal. I nurture and nourish my mind, body, and soul. Yeah, so that nurturing energy coming in strong. They really want us to nurture and take care of ourselves right now. Mind, body, and soul. Look at the different ways. How am I supporting my mind today? How am I supporting my body today? How am I supporting my soul today? And just know that when you support your mind and your body, you are supporting your soul, first and foremost. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Oracle. I am the Oracle. My intuitive insights flow freely. So the more you're in this state of flow, the more your intuition and your insights are going to be able to flow as well. Then we have Tejeta, the storyteller. I am the narrator of my life. She comes out all the time, always wanting to remind us, we create our own storyline. So what are you creating? And then we have the winged messenger, creation. Spiritual direction inspires my creative flow. And I love how it says the winged messenger, because we've been talking about this as well, right? How birds may be really relevant for some people right now. Like there's a lot of birds are seen as messengers. And there are people who are being guided by birds. And so if that is resonating with you, just keep paying attention to those birds and sort of how they're leading you, how they're guiding you. I feel like for some people, it's even just like your angels and your guides are showing themselves to you as birds. And so just pay attention to that. It's sort of like, instead of how they communicate with numbers a lot, I feel like a lot of them are starting to communicate very frequently through birds too. So yeah, just pay attention to that and really allow yourself to be, this is also spirit saying, like, creativity is divinely inspired, right? All creativity comes from that divine connection. And so really tapping into your creativity is going to help you tap into your spiritual direction, and vice versa. Like if you are trying to figure out how to find your spiritual direction, tap into your creativity, allow yourself to sink into that state of flow, that state of where you're surrendered, you're not resisting, you're just going, like, be creative with your day. And what that means is, like, be led, allow yourself to be led where you're being led throughout your day. Allow yourself to do the things that you're being led to do throughout your day. And just know that, like, you're receiving a lot more guidance than you think. And that's why the birds are coming through. That's why the numbers, that's why there's so much, like, you are receiving, right? Like this says, you are the oracle. You're receiving so much. There's so many of us that I think are in this process of, like, we're trying to awaken our intuitive abilities. We're trying to do this. We're trying to do that. And we don't realize they're already awakened. It's just like, are we listening? And so it's just like, you are, a lot of what you think is just your thoughts is actually divine inspiration. Like there's a lot that you're not recognizing as spiritual communication that actually is. And so set the intention to become more aware of how and when you are being communicated with. All right, what else do I want to do? I want to play with a couple of the Intuit Oracle cards. And I think, which ones do I want to start with? This is a new deck that I got. I got to do a reading with it yesterday. Yeah, clear. Let's get a little closing guidance a little closing guidance for May 22nd here. This is also just guiding us to, with the storyteller and the winged messenger, you being the narrator of your own life, right? It's like you are the narrator of your life, but you can always ask for and receive that spiritual direction to inspire you and as to the story that you want to create and how you are going about that process of creation. All right, first card out is Person of Water, the emotional idealist. All right, and this is all about intuitive. This is like water sign energy. So this is intuition, that intuition energy coming out again, that empathic, that healer, right? And so this is that energy of so many of us, right? This is why we need to really care for ourselves and nurture ourselves right now, because we are so empathic. We are so intuitive. You are a healer, right? You are an empath. You are an intuitive. You are a healer. And so like healers, we have to learn how to take care of ourselves. We very much tend to be the people that take care of everybody else first and put ourselves last, if at all, on that list. And so this is a really important reminder as well about that. Yeah, this is the old card. This is all about exhaustion, weariness, right? You will, if you do not allow yourself that time to recharge, if you do not take that time to care for yourself, to nurture yourself in all aspects of your being, you're going to burn yourself out. We're going to burn ourselves out, right? So this is just reminding us not to burn ourselves out. And this is also, I feel like, some of that energy of some of these connections that we're learning how to loosen up when it comes to being deeply emotionally connected to old habits, old patterns. We want to, this is an energy of releasing. That's some of the stuff that we're working toward releasing with that full moon eclipse, I think, for a lot of us, is that deep emotional connection to the old, right? That's one of the things that is holding some people back from being able to really shift into this new energy, is being attached to some of that old, whether it's the old storylines, whether it's people from our past, any of this stuff, old karmic storylines from our ancestry, all of this old stuff that we're still feeling some level of attachment to on an emotional level. And that's why we haven't been able to release it. This is for people who've been struggling to release something. It's because of the emotions still tied to it. And then we have youth, breaking free. There's a lot of words on these cards, so we kind of go with it as we go. This is a very interesting deck, but I love any of the readings I've seen with them. And then we have ostrich trap and checkered flag. Yes, so this is the end, right? This is the end. This is a card that represents conclusions and endings. And this is a card that represents fear-based thinking, avoidance, illusion, sticking your head in the sand, right? And so there's this energy where we're moving out. This youth energy can also be about insecurities. It can be about immaturity in some respects. So it's like we're reclaiming that purity of our youth, right? But we're moving out of this energy where this is about seeing the truth. This is about seeing, recognizing, and acknowledging the truth, moving out of fear-based thinking, right? That's part of those old habits that we're trying to get away from. Part of this stuck energy is also this fear-based thinking. And so there's an end to that in sight. There's an end to that in sight. This is part of, like we said, what we're releasing with that during that eclipse. And I am doing a full moon releasing ceremony, so if you guys want to join during the eclipse, that's at 6 o'clock PM EST. The information to join that is below in the description box. Yeah, so we're breaking free of this energy of closed-mindedness. We're breaking free of all of these fears that have sort of prevented us from doing and accomplishing the things that we wanted to do, that have kept us stuck. We're moving out of this stuck energy. Anything else? Yes, right now. This is happening now. The situation or event in question is occurring right now. Yeah. So this is what we are doing as we speak. And so if it feels like you are falling deeper into those energies, just know it's because you are clearing them. If you, and what I mean by that, all right, I want to clarify when I'm talking about this, so bear with me, you guys. Sometimes it feels like we are falling back. We may not necessarily be acting in the same way that we used to act, but those old emotions, right, are coming up. Those old feelings are coming up. And we may be drawn to act in ways that we used to. We notice ourselves, we're not putting ourselves in the same situations necessarily, but those emotions keep coming up. We are not necessarily acting in the way that we used to, right? But we're still feeling that way that we used to feel. And so when that happens, we think that we're not making progress. But really, it's just we're purging those feelings and those emotions. And sometimes things do come back around so that we get a chance to act differently and to see the ways that we have grown, right? Everything's a spiral. And so don't lose heart. This energy, it's happening now. We are shifting out of this. We are closing out this fear-based thinking. A lot of this has to do with the belief systems. A lot of this stuff we can address in Theta Healing. So please reach out to me. My email's in the description box below if you want to do that. The Belvaspata can be really helpful when it comes to this too, which is another modality that I practice. That works with high vibrational beings, angelic beings, rays of light and emotion. Very, very powerful energy healing modality that was gifted to humanity to aid in this ascension process. So either one of those things can be really helpful with this. But things still come up. It's even when we're working with belief systems, right? We reprogram the mind. We still have to constantly, or maybe not constantly, but we have to consistently be aware of our thoughts, be aware of when we're traveling down a different road, and then reroute ourselves and bring ourselves back to where we want to be. It's practice, right? We never do it perfectly, and we can't get it done. But it gets easier and we get better at it, and we flow with more and more ease and grace as we go along. And so, like, don't be hard on yourselves. If you feel as though you are kind of getting pulled back into that energy, or you're wondering if you're really making progress at all, it's just a deeper level of emotion that's coming up for purging right now as we are moving to that. I mean, the full moon eclipse video wasn't called the portal of purification for nothing. Okay, these are the energies that we're working with. All right. So I think that that's probably sufficient for today. I love you guys. I appreciate you. If I don't end up getting that video out tomorrow, just know that we're opening up to those 555 energies again tomorrow. And so it's going to be another powerful day. So really take advantage of that. Really, this is where this "you are the narrator of your life" card really gets relevant. With that 555 portal energy, that changes energy. Big manifestation potential. So really be focused on what you want. Put that energy out there for what it is that you desire, what it is that you are creating. Put that intention out there to receive that spiritual direction that inspires your creative flow. And remember, your creative flow is your entire life. Everything that you do is creation. From the way that you dress, the way that you brush your teeth, the way that you talk, the way that you walk, the way that you communicate. It is all creativity. We are creative beings. We are creator beings. So have fun with that, play with that, and enjoy that. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. It does help to support the channel and help the videos to get out to whoever's meant to see them. Although at the same time, we do trust that all who are meant to find these videos find them in the perfect version of the now for them. There are links below to donate if you feel so moved to do so. And if you are interested in joining that full moon releasing and consciousness raising ceremony, the information for that is in the description box below. Have a beautiful, beautiful day and a beautiful tomorrow if I don't see you guys.